144, chosen of the chosen few. Tapping in, tapping in. Happy Root Heart Day to you, and happy Saturn Neptune conjunction at its exact timing, even though it's gone beyond that time right now. But this is a day that everybody was blowing up about, even though Saturn already entered on the 13th or the 14th. Peace, love, and light. Welcome in, welcome in. Throw some hearts up in there so we can get the energy going to who it needs to get to. Invite, share, whatever you would like to do. We're about to begin our solar plexus workshop. So I'm going to start live with you all here, but I will shut it down after a while. Just giving some people some opportunity to get some and get a little bit of the introduction to it. However, I like to keep the sacred space very sacred. So this is why I tell people to email me so I could send you the link, get you the link, and you can get in because we go real deep when we get into these links. So with that said, welcome in. I'll keep both up. Oh, where did my, okay, I got to remember I got touch screen up in here. All right, so I'm going to keep this up right now. You're joining us right now, both TikTok and YouTube Live for the beginning of this solar plexus workshop. So happy Root Heart Day to you. You'll get a little taste of what we do when we do what we do as we're tapping into identity bodies. So just taking that time. Let me put this, I got to put it on opposite ends because, and be careful how it touches the computer. Come on in, come on in. Inviting you to share this workshop energy. Got to be careful how it touches because then it takes away the screen. Don't be so mean. Don't tap it up, tap it up. If you're there, peace, love, and light. Welcome in. The likes so you can get a little bit of what we're doing with the Solar Plexus workshop. We're doing it for 3 days. All right. It's Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and we're gonna do a deep tissue massage into the solar plexus. So Nick, let me know if you can hear me. Let me get a mic check so I can hear. If you can find the mute button, that's something that a lot of people usually like. I'm looking for the mute button. So if you get it, let me know. There you go.
Hey, how you doing, sister?
I'm doing good. Peace, greetings, love and light. How you doing?
I'm doing great, doing wonderful.
Welcome
Big
in.
love.
Good to see you.
See you as well. And
Where?
gratitude for all you do and all you keep doing all the time.
Thank
So,
you.
um, thank you.
Ashe, Ashe. Good to
I
have you
say, I
here. Where are you, if you don't mind me asking, where are you located?
in Georgia,
Okay,
near
so
Savannah, Georgia.
Savannah. So we in the same time, and we both on Eastern time. We in the same time zone. Okay, okay. And did you which I guess video did you find me on? Was it on TikTok?
YouTube. I
Oh,
follow you on YouTube. Yep.
oh, okay.
Mhm.
What's the
All your YouTube shows, I always catch them most of
you,
the time. So,
you're in the
uh,
live?
I just put a comment on there for you and keep doing, So, yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
Okay.
Trying to work this camera right. It's been a long time since I've been on.
Believe
Uh,
me, I get it.
yeah.
I,
So
I
how are you, sister? How are you today?
I'm good. I was doing celebrating this root chakra day. I did a little mini video about that. You'll probably see it on YouTube later. I did it on TikTok, so I'll send it over there. But being that we're closing out the solar plexus, not solar
Mhm.
plexus, sorry, the solar eclipse that we just had with the new moon. So coming off of that, today is like a root heart day, and I was getting a lot of information about that. I was outside getting my light codes, seeing the woodpecker. The woodpecker been around a lot with me lately. This past week is like every day, and usually they're a very rare sighting. Um, but they've been coming to the same spot all the time. So the message is really divine timing. They, when they're around, or if you see them, the spiritual meaning is divine timing or unwavering persistence. Also the power of rhythm, because you know they got that rhythm when they be pat 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 pat. So they're reminding you of rhythm, which is also about the roots. So I was getting a lot of that root energy going into the heart. And when I say root, when we work with the new moon, the 3 days after, we usually work with it 7 days for those who've been in those type of workshops. And the new moon is when we go from the crown going down. So today being 3 days after the new moon, we would be on our root chakra. So that's why I say root day. And if you have the 5D calendar, you would see on the calendar, if I had it beside me, I'd show you right now. But on the calendar, every Friday is like a heart chakra day, according to how we set up the calendar. So it's a root heart day, being, root from the moon and heart from the day of the week type of thing. So those things usually highlight me particularly because I read, everybody interprets things, differently. That's pretty much my divination, which is chakras, the energy centers, and they come to me like in this type of way. They speak like the colors usually speak to me through nature, through everything, whatever's going on. So when I see the colors, I'm like, oh, okay, this is what, and then it's like, oh yeah, Root Heart Day, and then it's reminding me about Third Eye Atlas, who is on its ecliptic path and on its way to reminder that, hey, I'm about to pass by Jupiter soon. Remember the light codes, because when it first entered our solar system, it was coming from the red into the green. So I remember seeing that pattern of from the root into the heart, which is ultimately what it's bringing to us as it updates our entire solar system. It's taking Earth from a root perspective, which is very, very physical, into more of the heart, which is the energetic body. We are being updated to be in that energetic body, which is feeling the energies. This is why everything is so, intrinsically connected, so high vibrational. The Schumann resonance in the earth is peaking, it's spiking. So peace, love, and light. Welcome in. Thank you. Thank you for the likes. I got the live up too for a little bit, and then I'll, probably close it down if it'll shut down. Last time TikTok, I didn't know how to close it out. I'm technically challenged as well. That's why I was like, I see what you're talking about. I get it. The challenge is real.
Right.
So so just to give some information about Third Eye Atlas, because I tend to refer to it a lot. I don't hear many people talking about it as much, but it is still very present in our atmosphere. It's still on our ecliptic path. It is still updating our solar system, and we are feeling the effects of it. So I'll just keep a reminder of that. So that's what I see that the Root Heart Day was kind of bringing forth.
Mm.
So catching
Okay.
you up. Ashe.
I say.
Ashe. Let me see if anyone else is. I have to make sure I have this open so I can see if anybody else is coming in when they come in and join us. Okay, there we go. I could see the
Yeah, I was just at
participants.
my sound bowls earlier. Look at that, I got my sound bowls.
Mm-hmm. Oh, okay. You prepared energetically. You holding the energy down. Ooh, I like the chakra image in the back. That's definitely my type of
Oh yeah.
visual aid
And
right
and
there.
and when I work on my chakras too, if I'm doing root, I do like my bowl, I do my
You
candle,
got all
light
the
my
look.
candle, get it all in sync.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you got all the bowls, and the bowls are chakra bowls too, right? Because I've seen those before. The colors, like the bigger one is for the root, I believe, the biggest one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because
Yeah, this is the root.
they make the
Yep.
deeper sound, and the smaller ones
So
make the higher sounds, right?
my smaller ones, my crown and my chakra,
Mm-hmm.
they broke on me. So I don't know if I was just like, for me, I felt like my crown and chakra was like not being worked on, and that was like the two chakras that I didn't work on a lot.
Mm.
And for whatever reason, every time I would try to play it, it just started cracking, you know. And I said, is it just made different, or was it just my energy? I didn't know. But anyways, I got to get two more. I got to get the crown
Crown.
and the third eye
Third
chakra
eye.
because they broke on me.
The two
Mm-hmm.
upper ones. Okay. And you said when they broke, what was the initial feeling? The sense was, I need to work on them some more.
I kind of felt it personally because I know that those were like the two that I didn't work on that much, you know. And I felt like they broke because it was a sign to show me that you need to work on it, and you need to get these again so you can now focus on those. That's what I felt. That's the energy I felt because I always wanted to get my root, my sacra, and my solar plex, my heart, and my throat. You know, those were like the key chakras I wanted to continue to work on more than I did with my third eye and crown, more than anything, because I was trying to work my way up.
Yeah.
You know. But at that time where I had felt like I reached a certain level, it was almost like it was saying to me, you need to still work on, you know, your third eye, your
incorporate it.
Yeah.
Yes, incorporate it. You do. It should be incorporated. But what you're saying is true as well. It is good for us to work from the bottom going up. There is an elevation process and an evolution process in that with the chakras, because some people, they just want to jump right into the third eye. Like you'll hear people say, oh, I want to open my third eye, but then you open something that you're not ready for, because if you didn't work on those lower chakras, you could open those doors that can really throw you into not disillusion, but illusions, into deeper, you know, illusions and so forth. So it could be an improper disillusionment, so to speak, because it could happen too rapidly. It could throw you in, maybe things you're not quite ready for. How to deal with it if you didn't, though you should open from lower going up, you know, but also incorporate them. So maybe they were like you said, I asked you how you felt because if you were in our last workshop, you would know, like the sacral, we talked a lot about listening to the feelings because that's the emotional body. So I was asking you what you felt, because our interpretation is really based on how we feel. Like I always ask people, what's the initial thing you felt out of a dream? Rather than jump into other people's interpretation, you could read a dream book, all of these things. Not that they're wrong, but you always want to go with what hit you first, because intuitively that's telling you something. So, and then you can look into, you know, the other stuff. So that's why I asked you, what did you feel? So, you know, follow that feeling, because if that's the intuitive instinct, then that's what it's calling for, saying, hey, incorporate us as well with what you're doing there.
You forgot about us. Yes, right.
Ashe, ashe. Thank you. Hi, Carrie. How you doing? Mic check.
Hey, I'm good. I'm good. I've been tired. Like
A lot.
just needing some rest. Just like it's been like last week I was you know, feeling all, you know, energetic and all like that. And it felt good because it was like I hadn't felt like that in a while. So it felt good. And then maybe like kind of this week is a mix, but like just tired me, just needing a rest.
Yeah, I know that's
But overall,
Go ahead.
I was just going to say, but overall, I feel good. I feel really good. Yeah.
The rest part, I was gonna say is, you know, get that rest. Like when you said I've been feeling tired, it was like I was hearing take the rest, because I know that's something that I've been hearing too. It's like when you feel like you need to rest, take the rest. With all these energies that's coming in, is hitting, sometimes your body just needs to marinate, to calibrate, if that makes sense. It's like, you know what, your body, you know, I'm good. I don't know why it's like that, but the energy and the information, our energetic field, like it's working up some stuff. It's working up some stuff, and it's cutting it's cutting like I was seeing it today, like there's a blade turning that's really cutting and cutting up some stuff that we may have, resistance, whatever it is that we may have in our light codes. So then the body's taking this hit. The nervous system is the one that's really calibrating everything, because that's our medium, that's our middleman that is, challenging, channeling the information from the ethers through our electromagnetic field and into our physical body. So sometimes the body is like, whoa, woo, this is a lot. We need to
Mhm.
rest. So if
And
you
then being able to rest
you gotta say
without
something.
guilt,
Mm-hmm.
or at least, or like, oh, but I really need to be doing this and need to. I've been getting better with just, resting without any guilt or feeling bad about, or feeling like, oh, my to-do list. I'll just be
Mm-hmm.
like, okay, I'll do one thing on my to-do list and then let it go and just chill or do whatever it is I need to do to rest.
Yeah, to not overwork yourself, get, and that's
Mm-hmm.
finding the balance, right? Get something that you need to get
Mm-hmm.
done. Be like, okay, I know I got a list of stuff to do. Let me get this done and then let me rest. And
Mm-hmm.
then we'll get to the rest of it, after this rest. So,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, you were going to say something?
Yeah, and is it
Clay's here.
greetings
Hey,
everyone?
Clay.
How are you?
Good. Good to hear you.
Same here. I'm asking this question
Mm-hmm.
because today I felt heavy. I felt I was hit with a realization, and on the back of that realization, I felt the need to just be quiet. I felt heavy in my body. I
Mm-hmm.
felt it's not so much that I felt tired. I felt heavy.
Mm-hmm.
I felt like I didn't want my own body.
Mm-hmm.
So I had to sit with that.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm asking the question, I'm asking Akila the
Mm-hmm.
question here. Is it that if you choose not to obey the body, if you
Mm-hmm.
choose to deny and suppress your feelings, oppress your feelings,
Mm-hmm.
depress your feelings, numb yourself to the realization of how it is that you're actually feeling,
Mm-hmm.
what is the result of that? Is that a form of bypassing? And
Mm-hmm.
will that cause you to not be true to your feelings, and as a result be susceptible to the same thing happening over and over again?
It is a suppression.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, if you're suppressing it, it's gonna be some blockage still, because you're saying, I'm not ready to deal with this right now.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever it is, as the light is coming. So it's putting that away, and it is gonna cause some blockage later, but to how you deal with it is on you.
Mm.
But it is, where if you're feeling heavy, it's the thing we want to do is we want to go into processing it, like what we talked about with the sacral chakra. Remember, these are energies in motion. Energies need to flow, they need to move and not get stuck. When we suppress, that's like saying get stuck, stay stuck when
Yeah.
we repress. And the way the light penetration is hitting, we just simply don't have that kind of time. We could do what we want, but if you do, to answer the question, is it going to be like a blockage, right? Is it going to be
Yeah.
it
and
will.
and will it continue to is it going to be a blockage,
Mm-hmm.
which means that the thing that was coming through to
Mm-hmm.
give you the feeling, if you don't process it, that the key thing that you said, process it,
Process
so
it.
you're denying
The
the whole
process.
process.
You're denying the process. If we don't address it, if we don't process it, you deny that process, and you still keep a point of resistance in your auric field, in your energy. Um, you have these blockages, and it is, to answer too, it is a form of spiritual bypassing, because you're bypassing this spiritual work. If
Mm-hmm.
something comes up and it's saying, hey, this needs to be done, it's coming up for a reason. Peace, love, and light. Oh, you in the live? Nafisa, see, did I send you? Oh, I need to send. I'm like, why are you over here and not in the group? Nafisa is on live on YouTube, Carrie. No, you're supposed to be over here with us. I thought I might have not sent it to her. So let me see if I could send it to you, send you the link. She's like, look, I'm gonna catch her somewhere. You must really be in alignment. So it is a form of bypassing because you're bypassing this spiritual message that's being brought to you live and direct through the feeling. So if we're feeling heavy, yes, take the rest you need. Also, ask yourself, what is it I need to see? You can even ask yourself when you lay down, what is it I need to see? Show me through my dreams, because our dreams are really speaking to us right now as well. So, show me what I need to see. Bring me a word, bring me a message, bring me a feeling, bring me a piece of information that I need to see. Um, so that way you're not just lulling it off, you're not just sleeping and going into a lullaby state, lullaby back into dreamland, but you're saying, hey, take me into the dreamland to get this message, bring it home. So if you do not process it, yes, it is ignoring it. And this is what we don't want to do right now in these times. Like we have a small window. We are crossing a major threshold right now. Major, major threshold. So we want to really grab. It's like, I feel like if I could explain it, it's like you want to grab as much as you can. You want to catch all whatever messages are coming, you want to grab it because we need it to process. If anything comes up, now is not the time to be like this and ducking. Now is the time where we need to be like, got it, got it. You want to try to catch everything that's being, kind of thrown at you. Not every little thing, but the messages. And you know what I mean. When those messages are coming, when something is hitting at you, you feel uncomfortable, you feel heavy. Because this is a bit of discomfort as we cross this threshold, as we move through this change. Our identities are changing, which is why I'm doing this solar plexus workshop. So you really want to start to face whatever these are. Did I answer the question?
Yeah,
Okay. So you
I
really,
think so.
any questions or comments on anybody else's end, or that you may want to add towards that? Oh, Nafisa said, could it also manifest sickness in whatever chakra is being held? Exactly. And I'm glad you mentioned that. It will show up in the area of wherever it's being held, because remember, the body keeps the score. So wherever it's being held in your consciousness, and wherever that consciousness is connected to the body is only telling you it happens in a particular part of your body to tell you what is happening in a particular part of your consciousness. That's all it is. These particular energy centers governs particular parts of your consciousness. And so the body helps you to find it better when you say, okay, let me go to this. Oh, it's happening in my throat. Some people may be going through sore throats, and something's going on with the throat, maybe thyroid, whatever it is, and it's like this is where it's showing up. That means in your consciousness is showing up in your truth center, your atmospheric body, which is the throat, and the area of beginning to transcend into the higher spiritual realms. The throat chakra is about the expression of truth and being in your soul's integrity and authenticity. So when that's not happening in the consciousness, the body's going to say, it's going to show up in the body. You haven't been having a healthy expression of truth, whatever that may be, whether you're overactive or underactive. It may show up in your blood, in your root chakra. It may be some type of bone ailment. That's the root. If it's a blood issue, that's the root. If it's anything from your leg and anything from your waist pretty much going on down, if you have a leg issue, a knee issue, anything in your limbs, in your leg, that is the root. So it's going to show you wherever it shows up in the body. It's going to say, hey, this chakra is out of alignment, which means what? This part of your consciousness is out of alignment. Something in this particular consciousness is out of alignment. So that's a very good question. It will show up in the particular area of your consciousness, which will be in a particular area of your body. Ashe?
Ashe.
Thank you for that, Nafisa. LOL, it's okay. Oh, she said it's okay. I'm in the building.
Mhm.
It's like, I'm in the building. That's right. You right there, but I got to get you on over here. So let me bring this up, see if I can.
Held in the sacral chakra, held in the sacral chakra, and as it was being held in the sacral chakra, it's affecting the third eye. And what that is telling me is that
Mm-hmm.
it's going to affect the creation. It's going to affect what comes next.
Mm-hmm.
So it stands in alignment with what you were saying earlier, in that when you hold it there, it's a blockage,
Mm-hmm.
and it's going to affect what comes next. It's going to affect your blessings,
Mm-hmm.
or it's going to affect your blessings. It's going to affect how things flow to you. So it's very true in interpretation from what I'm understanding. So as I'm processing this, and I can share what it is that
You're
is
processing.
happening, that I'm processing.
Mm-hmm.
How if the group would appreciate that, I can share it. Um,
When we get into the
yeah.
shares, yeah, let me,
Okay.
because I'm still getting everyone who is supposed to be here. So stick that pin
Mhm.
on the share, because then we can all have something that we share in the sharing part. And it was something you said about the sacral. Okay, yes, because to remind us, the sacral and the third eye goes hand in hand. So of course, if it affects the sacral, if it's something that you're feeling, there's Nafisa. Hi, peace, love, and light. Welcome in.
Greetings, everyone.
Greetings.
Greetings.
So if it affects the sacral, that is the emotional body, and what you feel, however you feel things, it affects your perceptiveness, right? Feelings is how we receive information. That's our receptivity. And however we receive it is how we will perceive it. And the third eye is about perceiving, how we see things, our inner senses, our inner sight, but all types of perception and perceiving. So however you receive it is how you will perceive it. And they work hand in hand like that. It affects the third eye, affects the sacral, because however you perceive things, think about it. The things that you have locked in and blocked in, it could be from childhood, it affects how you feel things. It affects if you're going to feel some type of way about something because of how you perceive something. Because if something doesn't bother you, like something could happen to me and you, something could happen and it affects me, but it doesn't affect you. Or it may affect you, but it doesn't affect me. Because it's based on how we have perceived something, how something has locked into our mind. And then therefore that perception brings a certain type of reception, so to speak. And so your feeling is going to be like, oh, I feel some type of way. Why? Because when you were younger, this and that, whatever it is that happened to you. When I was younger, I didn't experience that. So I'm seeing the same thing you seeing, but I don't feel that type of way about it. Does that make sense?
Ashe.
Ashe? So this is why it's really good to and if you've been doing work, I know Nick, you were talking about you been wanting to work on the lower chakras, and if you've been doing work on your lower chakras, um on the sacral, the it's going to affect the third eye. So I wanted you to also know that if you've been whatever work you've been doing on your sacral, you've been also working with the third eye, because they affect each other that much. All the chakras work together, but those two, they really do work hand in hand. Like the root and the crown works hand in hand. The sacral and the third eye works hand in hand, and the solar plexus and the throat works hand in hand. So you've been what's the word? Unconsciously working on the third eye if you've been consciously working on your sacral. Does that make sense?
Ashe, it does.
Feel a little better? You don't feel so bad now? Like, oh, I ain't leave
Not
it
too
out that
bad now.
much.
I still got to get my sound goals.
Like, I got to get my sound bowl back though, right? So that's how, in a sense, what happens with that, right? So with any questions or hi, oh, Deja's in. Hey, Deja, let us know if you can get to the, what do you call it? The button. So we know we got sound check on here, and then we'll go in a little further. I'll pull up the slide, and we'll go into our meditation, and everything looks like mostly everybody is here. Thank you so much. You're welcome. Peace, love, and light. That's why we have the circles. You got sound? Okay, good. She's got sound. She's all around. So I'm giving a few more minutes with the live, and then I'm gonna close it out so I can really dive into, because I'm holding up two lives right now, giving you all just a little share of our inner circle so you can have the opportunity, you get a little feel of it, because I know a lot of people will hear it, but then when they sense it for themselves, something just said, let me open up, add you in for the rest of the week, send you the link so you could really be in on the Zoom link and go in deep diving with us and for some more of this information. It really is that beneficial. So if this is for you, or either live YouTube or ticketed talk, you can email me. I always have it in one of my videos. I post in there the email, akilatextry@gmail.com, and I'll send you the link and you can come right in. So with that, any questions, any comments? Everybody right up to where we are to be? All right. So just to give a little detail or intro and a little bit of catch up, because I want to kind of connect to what we're doing. We're going to look at a slide of all four of the lower chakras, the four core chakras. As Spirit has been showing me, this is what we really need to deal with, because this is where we're being hit. All right, we're being hit. We're getting all kind of body shots in that particular area. So to kind of highlight what each one is for, what is the number one block of each of those chakras, we'll go into that. You'll see it on the slide, but just to kind of give you all a piece as well, it's the fear from the root to the heart. It's fear, guilt, shame, and grief. And so we want to really work on those, because that is our physical body, our emotional body, our mental body, also known as the identity body, and the spiritual or energetic body, which is the heart. And that's what we're being carried into, from the physical into the energetic body. This is what is being upgraded in us. This is what we need that is going to help us to vibrate on higher frequencies. We can't just jump into the spiritual realm and expect to be on higher frequencies when we don't have a healthy stability in our foundational core chakras. There's a balance. We're here on earth for a reason, so we can't ignore the earth, right? A lot of times the spiritual, including myself, think we could just be like, man, forget the earth. I don't care about this earth. I'm spiritual. And that's actually a bit backwards. We have to have the balance. We have to remember, although I'm spiritual, yes, I'm a spiritual being, I'm here having a human soul unfolding journey. There's a reason why I chose this, which means I need to appreciate the body. I need to appreciate the physical existence rather than have a, resistance towards it, thinking that we're better than. Sometimes it's like, oh, I don't need that. I'm better than that. That's for them low level people. No, we need to be in the lower chakras, not because they're low level, not because of bad, but because they are in the physical realms. So what they call the lower realms are really the physical realms. And we need to have good, healthy management of these lower realms or physical realms. And that's what we live in. We live in these lower realms, with the heart being the highest. So we're going through that. I actually started the root chakra workshop when did we do it? Carrie, you were there, October. I think we did it around October, the root chakra workshop. And then we were to do the sacral the next month, but it just didn't work out that way. And it wasn't until I returned back from Jamaica and was like, Spirit had been putting it on me. We got to go through the sacral. We got to get up to the heart. So we did the sacral last weekend, solar plexus this weekend, and then we're going to, right after that comes the full moon workshop. So we'll talk about the heart when we get into that, because in the full moon workshop, we go through all chakras. For those who have been with us, we go from the root all the way up to the crown. It's a 7-day workshop, 1 day for each chakra. So we'll touch base in the heart there. But to do a concentrated heart one like this, for me, I would have to wait till after the full moon workshop to do that. And maybe there's a reason why it lines up that way. We'll see it when we get there. For those who are traveling along with us, we'll see it when we get there. Um, but it was really because we need to find a balance in the foundation, which is the root chakra, and then we need to understand how to move through the energies, which is the sacral chakra, understanding the feelings, understanding when we get these feelings, how to extract what we need to extract out of these feelings, the information in these feelings, and then taking that into the solar plexus, into our identity body. Now that you know how you feel, do you know who you are? Those feelings help you to hear information, allow you to use your sensories, your five senses, because remember it's in the lower chakra, so it's not like the third eye, it's not the inner senses, it's being able to use your five senses in the lower chakras. Like in your physical body, do you pay attention to your physical body enough to get the information when something's happening in the physical body? And when I say physical body, I mean your life, world, and affairs as well, not just physically your skin, your body, but everything that is showing up in your life, world, and affairs, including finances, relationships, all of that is considered the physical body. So, whatever is happening there, do you have a healthy sense of abundance in the earth, regardless of if you see something physically in front of you or not? Or do you fall into the lack and limitation, which breeds fear and shakes up your root? So are you able to see that and then extract from that the right feelings, the feelings that need to be, information that needs to be extracted out of the feelings, and then you can dismiss the other feelings? It's kind of like waste, how you're letting waste go out of your body. You extract a new, it's kind of like how the digestive system breaks down. It extracts the nutrients and then everything goes to waste. This is how we need to treat our feelings. You get a feeling, you take it in, and then you digest it. You gotta, once you appropriate it, you gotta break it down real quick, extract the nutrients out of that feeling, and everything else goes to waste. So all the little details that you may be looking at, all the little, oh, but this, but that, yeah, that don't matter. Did you get the message? Did you get the message? Did you get the message? that's that's how we have to kind of move right now with information that's flowing through us. Yeah, it's like we can't take things too personal. We got to be able to depersonalize and detach as we move through these thresholds. So when you're able to do that now you, feeling tells you what is, and now you know who you are, acting up and all this stuff happening, and then you collapse in that solar plexus area. You fall for what's going on around you that's still trying to tell you who you are rather than knowing who you are. This is the mental body. This is the identity body. You want to be in your true identity, your spiritual identity. Are you able to see the difference between what happens to you in the physical realm, and can you be courageous and empowered and in your higher self because you know who you really are? So that is what we're talking about with the solar plexus at this